And the same minister again came back on the line and, ordered me to order Kivitu to read out the results. So I asked him, Waziri, I am a CEO of a state corporation. I'm dealing with the chairman of an independent electoral commission. What powers do I draw from to order him to release or to read the results? And how do you know that the results are even in favor of your team? They could be favoring the other team and say, no, you just go ahead and ask him to read the results. Of course, I persuaded the late Kivitu to read the results. He was adamant he was not going to read the results because in his view, the results did not reflect the voting patterns. Mutua kept on insisting, and at some point, I was able to persuade the chairman, Kivitu, to speak to Mutua. And they spoke with Mutua just before 6 p.m. They spoke in their vernacular. I don't know what he told the old man, but they spoke in Kikamba. Yeah, for about 10 or so minutes. And thereafter, the chairman then asked me for the desk. And I think the old man was so confused. I don't know what he was told. But he asked me, Bwana MD, where is that table of yours? Where's the table? I set a table for him to read to make the announcement from.
When Kivitu left, he was given the phone by Nibron Bai, and I told him, just go to that room because you have to read these results. And then I called my friend who was in charge of KBC at the time. He was the editor-in-chief, Wahenya. I told Wahenya, I need a camera person to go into that room, and he'll be escorted. So we connected. So we took him, and he sat there.
So when Mutua talked about talking to Kivitu and telling him to go to a certain room, I was aware of it. And I actually talked to Kivitu. And because our nerves were afraid, I remember uncharacteristically shouting at Kivitu, "Your chairman, stop these shenanigans. Go to that room. Announce. Don't give any speech. Just announce." And he did that. By the time the other media houses realized that Kivitu was announcing the results, the tape was with me. And it came to me directly. So everything was on me. Okay? So I remember that Sunday, Kivitu now was actually cracking under pressure. And he announced, he said, I can announce these results from a ship, from the forest, from anywhere where KBC is. When Kivitu said that, calls started coming in from very senior people whose name I won't mention now. They asked me, okay, look, what capacity do you have? Can you announce these results from Abadea's forest? One guy asked me, a very senior guy. By that time, I knew the responsibility was on me. I had very trusted people, very, very trusted people. So there was one Land Rover which was well equipped with all outside broadcasting equipment. It was in the forest. We had deployed it. And it was ready. At the coast, of course, we had a full-fledged bureau. And we had a whole OB van there. So I knew anywhere we could announce the results. But I was very clear just as the president was clear, you do not announce results from anybody other than Kivitu, who was then, we used to call it what? The chairman of ECK. Kibaki was very, very clear. And that is the only one time he called me and asked me, are the results ready? I told him, Your Excellency, no.
When Kibaki called you, that the results okay, where did he expect you to have gotten them from?
You see, I think, in my own thinking, I think he thought that I would be the first one to know.
Having successfully recorded ECK chairman Samuel Kivitu reading presidential results, announcing with guns pointed, it was at this juncture that the final assault of the grand scheme was executed.
I am not happy to see results coming the way they are coming.
Power was to be cut off for a second time to plunge KICC into darkness. Then Kivitu be whisked away by Mutua's security aide, Mbai, and driven to State House under 3 minutes.
If you don't accept them, the country is yours, you can finish it. You understand? Because the law...
Just looking at the events of that evening, when power went out, power comes back, election announcement, and also...
Did power go out?
There was...
I was at KICC.
There was broadcast, rather. It's not power. It's broadcast goes
those
off.
are the tales
but
that people build on. I was at KICC. No power went out.
When this minister, powerful minister, asked me to put off the lights, do you know, none of my managers was around. Not even a technician was at the center. People had taken off.
A minute before the lights went off, I made sure, because I knew the time lights are going off. The timing, I never guessed it. We had agreed. So I made sure Kivitu saw me behind him before the lights have gone off. So when the lights went off, I just tapped him on the shoulder. Kamwambia mzee, twende. Now we were talking in Kikamba. So I could see the file chini ya table hapa. Was somewhere in the basement. He was the actual driver. So I knew if I don't see Mutua, I should not go in that car. Yeah? That's how hard the details were. Nisipoona Mutua, hatuingii kwa hiyo gari. Kwa sababu anybody could abduct. Naweza toka na mzee yangu, tukue abducted, tupeleke gari ingine. Na tupate majamaa wanakaa kama security. Sasa na siwajui, it's risking. So tukamua waje Mutua akuwe driver ya gari. So that I can be 100% sure hii ni ile gari. So tukachomoka, tukaingia gari. Kufika KICC outside the gate. Snow, you could tell the car has been taken over. We are just in it. But the level of security, there is no way you could reach the car. Saidi iko gari. Hakuna gari iko mbele. But we had been briefed. Yes, kuna ile gari iko mbele. So Mutua knew the car is supposed to follow. If there was something different from that, asimame. Then kuna magari yenye iko sides, kuna magari zenye ziko nyuma. We are sandwiched katikati. So si barabara, hakuna watu Nairobi kwanza, vita hii Nairobi kumbe inaweza ngara. Hakuna jambo, hakuna mtu anatoa jam, hakuna askari. So tukafuruga Ikulu. Kuingia kwa gate tukasimamishwa. Sasa hii convoy yote kasimamishwa. Jamaa came to the car. Mzee was taken.